Hi YouTube, Chef Ricky here at Chef Tips UK. Today we're going to be doing pulled pork. How to cook a pork joint for pulled pork. We're going to have a nice bit of crackling on this as well. I've got a shoulder joint here. You don't really want to be using the loin as it's not got enough fat on. You want quite a fatty joint. As you can see here, there's a fair bit of fat in it. One thing I will mention is I've had this sat out for about an hour. First thing I did is I padded it dry, got it out of the packet, padded it dry with some kitchen towel, seasoned it, and as you can see, the salt's just brought all this moisture from the skin to the surface. I don't know if you can see this. See this sort of moisture, look? That's basically what the salt will do. So you pad it dry, because you know, to get a really good crackling, it's all in the preparation. So I padded it dry, left it with salt on, and that's just brought all the moisture out of that skin. I can touch that now and that feels quite dry. So that's that. Just going to leave that to the side for a minute. Pan. I've got this pan smoking hot. Dash of olive oil in there. Onions, carrots, garlic, thyme. This is going to form the base of like a stock we're going to do for it. So onions in the pan. Going to get some nice colour on them. I've not took the skins off them or anything. I've just quartered the onions. I've just chopped the garlic in half. That's going to just go in whole. The carrots, I've not peeled them or anything. I've just roughly chopped them. We want the pan really hot because we want to almost sort of char the onion. Get like a bit of smokiness going on in there. That'll add a really nice flavour. Because what we're going to do is we're going to add that stock to the pork once I've shredded it apart, and that's just going to make it that a little bit more succulent. Add loads of flavour to it as well. As you can see, these onions are charring really nicely. I'm just going to chuck the carrots in there as well. Some nice charring on them. One thing to mention, I've got the oven on gas mark 5. We're not going to cook it very hot, just on a low temperature at the bottom of the oven. We are going to cook this for about 3 hours. There's not really any way of doing pulled pork quickly. If you want it to take 20 minutes, you know, it's not going to happen. It's one of them things you need to slowly cook the pork for a good couple of hours. There, we've got some really nice marks going on that onion. I'm just going to chuck the garlic in there as well. I'm going to chuck the thyme in there. I'm just sort of just frying this off, getting all the flavour in there. Pick that bit up before it sets on fire. Okay. So onions, carrots, thyme, garlic, flavours are really starting to smell good now. Now we're not aiming to fully cook these. All we want to do is just get some nice colour on them. Right, so once you've got some nice colour on them, what we're going to do is we're going to start the stock. So I've got a bottle of cider here. Going to go straight in there with a whole bottle. That's just going to add a really nice appley zing to it, and it's also going to deglaze the pan. Right guys, so if you're getting here, look, this has been reducing down for about 10 minutes now, and almost all the liquid's gone. Now what that's going to do is intensify that apple flavour of the cider. So then I've got my chicken stock there, I've got a litre here. I'm just going to pour that in. Get all of that in there. Right, so this stock's come up to the boil. Only took about 4 minutes. So yeah, we're ready to go. Just gonna I'm going to keep that on. Right, so what we're going to do is turn that off. Is just sort of get all this into a nice big sort of oven dish, sort of casserole dish. We get a bit of olive oil, sprinkle that onto the pork and rub that all in. That'll just help colour up the skin, it'll help it crisp up a bit more seasoning. Might think it's quite a bit of salt to put on the skin, but it's really essential to dry out that skin, and one of the best and most effective ways of doing it is with salt, because it literally will draw, you'll see all the moisture from the skin come to the surface of the pork. And then all we're going to do is drop that in there, and then what we want to kind of do is just sort of, being careful because it is hot, we want to try and submerge the pork meat, but we want the fat and the skin at the top to be exposed, because if we fully cover the pork in the skin, the skin won't go crispy. So we've got it like that. About 2.5 to 3 hours in the oven, and that should be looking beautiful. So I'll see you in 3 hours, guys. Right, so this pork's been in the oven now for 3 hours. It's looking lovely, really nice. And I've managed to complete Angry Birds, so you know everyone's winning today. Right, so I'm going to take this out. Just be careful, because it will be red hot. Look at that. Right, I'll just tap that with a knife. So now crispy that is. Whack that oven off. Right, so our pork's done. We're now going to take the skin off, and we're going to shred up that pork. Some nice pulled pork. I'm going to get a bowl. Saucepan with a sieve to strain the juice into, because I'm going to add a bit of this juice into the pork. Right, so I'm going to wrestle it with some tongs to get it out, because it is a fairly big bit of meat. And we're just going to leave it there, just chilling, and just strain this juice off. There's loads of flavour in this. You know, if you wanted to do sort of more of a restaurant-y sort of dish, you know, so like a braised pork, or if you were doing, say, belly pork, you know, you'd save this juice, reduce it all down into a jus, and that's what you'd serve with it. That'd be lovely, that will. I'm just going to lift this pork up and get this bits off. Really hot. These bits here we don't need so much. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to de-string this pork. You can do this with scissors or a knife. I'm choosing a knife. Oh, literally you can see that's rock hard, that is. You won't get in that. I'll show you a nice little way of cutting it as well. And then once you've cut the string, all you want to do is just grab it, hold the pork, and it should just pull through, just like that, into your little waste bin. Now, you can wait till this is a lot more cooled down, but one thing I will mention is when you shred the pork up, you want to make sure it's still quite warm, because it'll shred up so much easier. Because we're not going to cut it, we're just going to shred it up with a pair of tongs. Right, so then the crackling should just, yeah, look at that. That should just pull off, look. We've got some nice bits of meat here. Oh, look at that. And then I'm just going to smash that into a bowl. This bit here, like the fatty stuff, we're not so much bothered about that. But with this pork here, look, I'll just show you how tender that is. Look at that. Just with a pair of tongs, look, and it's just... Look at that. I mean, Nan could eat that with her false teeth, it's that tender. So what I'm going to do is drop that into a bowl. And I'm just going to literally attack it with my tongs. That's all you need to do. I've just literally got my tongs in there and I'm literally just stabbing it, sort of thing. And it's just pulling it apart. Just breaking it apart. You don't want to get your hands in this, obviously, because this is red hot. So yeah, all you want to do is just get your tongs, give it a little whirl, and look at that. Look at it. That is lovely. Right, as for the crackling, these bits here that have been in the liquid, they're not so good. You want to just sort of get rid of them. But what we're going to do is just scrape this bit out. Just be careful because it is really hot. There's some nice bits of meat in that actually. We'll drop that in there. The sort of fatty bits here, you don't really want to put them in. They've done their job. What they've done is add flavour and moisture to the pork. So you want to just drop this into a bowl, just into your little scrap bowl. Bring me board out and just scrape all these bits in. Turn this over. Look at that. Rock hard that is. So this bit here, I'm just going to slice that bit. Just that bit. You want to just get rid of that. But this bit here, look. I mean, look at that. Yeah, when you're cutting crackling, you just want to get your knife on it like I just did. Get your knife on it. You want to press in with your left hand, if you're right-handed obviously, and then just squeeze down with your knife. And it should chop it quite easily. I'm using a very sharp knife. So, I mean you can hear how crunchy that crackling is. I mean these end bits ain't as good, but they're still, and listen to that snap when I cut into it. Beautiful. And if you want to be extra unhealthy, what you can then do is take these, put them in a deep fat fryer, and all this underside here will dry all that out, and it basically just tastes like, you know, when you go to the pub and you buy pork scratchings, it basically tastes just like pork scratchings. It's really nice. Massively unhealthy obviously, but if you want like proper pork scratchings, chuck them in a deep fat fryer. They're good. They are good. I've obviously done it a few times, as you can tell. I'm just going to drop my crackling into a bowl here, because I'm sure everyone will be on that. I'm going to get rid of this board as I don't really need it. Right, now onto the pork. You can see that it's all mixed up. It's all like literally, it's just like shredding apart. Like, you just pull it with your hands, like, and it's just coming apart so easily. You can make a lovely pork terrine with that. Or the more Britishy thing to do with it, slap it on a batch with some stuffing, some applesauce, bit of the crackling in there. Who don't like a pork and stuffing batch? I love them. Right, but if we try this now, it's really nice. What's going to make it even better is we're going to add a bit of that to it. Right, so all I'm going to do is I've just got a spoon here. Ideally you could use a ladle. I've not got one. I've put it on my Christmas list for Santa. And all I'm going to do here is literally just spoon in. I don't want too much because I don't want it to be a soup. But I'm just going to spoon in some of this sauce and give this sauce a little taste. Oh my god. That is just the most divine. It's really sweet. It almost tastes a bit sticky as well. And you got the pork flavours in there. And that thyme comes through really nicely. And obviously the apple adds a really nice sweetness to it. Like I say, add some red currant jelly to that, reduce that down, that's a great jus. Look, if I lift that up, look, you can't really see any liquid in the bowl. What that pork does is that just absorbs all that liquid. And now when we try it, oh, it's just completely next level. It just adds so much flavour to it. It's unreal. So that is how you do pulled pork. And obviously, it won't be pork. That is so good. It's so unhealthy, but it's so good. It won't be pork without the crackling. So, that's how to do pulled pork. We've got beautiful, moist, really great tasting pulled pork there. We've got some lovely crackling to go with it. Slap that in a batch, bang. Great for when the sun's shining, because you can chuck it in the oven, forget about it. It takes 5 minutes to sort out once you've got it out the oven. Proper simple, like I said, in the oven for a while, but that is so easy and it tastes great. That is the best pulled pork you'll ever have. And if you're into barbecue pulled pork, whack a load of barbecue sauce into that. Boom. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, drop it down in the comments below what you want to see me next. Until next time guys, keep on chefing.